See ya.
Whoa, guerrilla cricket. Whoa, guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket.
Well, I'm here. Will is stuck on a bus somewhere in the West Country, and Al seems to have disappeared off my monitor. So it could be. Oh, you're there. Oh, you're there. You are a disembodied voice. All I can see is trees, the screensaver on it. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good dawn, good dusk, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Guerrilla Cricket. Better get going quickly because the teams are out there ready to resume this 3-day test.
Day 4 of this 3-day test.
Well, exactly. But I don't even think we had enough overs yesterday for it to count as a day, really, did we? I think everyone should be getting their refunds. Yeah. Well, it's cloudy, but it's not raining. And I looked at my weather forecast this morning, and it said 0% chance of rain up until about 10 o'clock tonight. So unless we're still playing by then, we should be okay. Al, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad. If we're still playing at 10 o'clock, what a match.
What a match. And it'll be under floodlights by then, I imagine. But, you never know. You'd have to say England are well and truly favourites here, aren't they?
Oh, totally. The New Zealand, you would turn around and go, it's a gettable target. But
got time.
Everything we've seen so far about the pitch would lead you to believe that it will be the conditions that will do for New Zealand.
You would say so. And opening the bowling for England this morning is this man who's got 2 wickets to add to his 5 from the first innings. He's going to be bowling to Tom Blundell. Maybe we're just waiting for the clock to tick round to 11 o'clock, although I did notice on the first day we got back at 4:50 when we were due to start at 4:51. That will have to go to an MCC committee. 3 slips a gully and a forward short leg, and the wicketkeeper, Jamie Smith, is standing up. First delivery is a rather gentle one outside the off stump, but it's defended by Blundell. Just 74 miles an hour. That really was a loosener from Ollie Robinson.
That's not even military medium, is it?
Yeah, he's just winding up slowly now. Already it looks as if Stokes is making a change to the field. So he's gone from 3 slips to 2 slips and 2 gullies. One very square indeed. Robinson in again, bowls, and straight on the money. And on this pitch with the variable bounce, you can understand Blundell getting right behind that and getting his bat out in front of his pad, because it can just scuttle through, as poor old Jacob Bethel found out. The reason Robinson is bowling is because we were halfway through an over when we went off, so he's not going to get up to full steam in this one. In fact, this will be the final ball of the over. It's from the nursery end. Pretty decent crowd in, considering. Robinson in. That one just jumps a little bit more on Blundell, who gets in behind it on the back foot, defends, and there is no run. Al, have you got the things in front of you?
I've got Will Reynolds. I can see. Will, say hello.
Hello, Will. Hello, Will.
How's everything?
What part of the universe are you in today?
I am in a cider drinking universe.
Already?
Oh, always.
Narrow it down, Will. Narrow it down.
Well,
I'm still in the west.
Still in the west.
I was going to come up, but
well, it's hardly worth it, is it?
Yesterday, and it wasn't really worth it, so I didn't.
Wouldn't have been worth it yesterday, from the point of view of the weather and seeing any cricket. And it probably wouldn't be worth it today, because this should I say, be over by lunch or shortly afterwards.
Looks like we're going to get some early morning tongue.
Steady on. We are indeed. I have been joined in the studio. Presume it's Nick. It is Nick. Nick has made it, which is good news. So we have a full complement of people. Tongue it is, going to bowl round the wicket to the left-handed Devon Conway, who's struggled his way to 19. 2 slips, and he prods outside the off stump at this one. And into the covers it goes. There is no run. A far cry from Conway's innings not so long ago, 3 or 4 years ago at Lords, when he got that double 100 on debut. I mean, they talk, Al, about, favourite grounds, and he must come back here and think wonderful things, and then finds a completely different game in prospect, really, or in progress.
Yeah, and confidence is such a fickle thing that if you don't know where the next ball is bouncing, then good luck.
Indeed. Now he just jabs down on that as it comes into him. Gets enough bat to turn it away behind square on the leg side for the first run of the morning. He goes to 20. And Blundell comes down to face. Actually, I should jingle up Blundell. I've failed to do either of the New Zealanders.
Up next is Tommy Blundell. Tommy Blundell. Up next is Tommy Blundell. Tommy Blundell.
Again, 2 slips and 2 gullies. Emilio Gay in there at short leg, is it? I think, yes. Tongue in, down the leg side, and he plays that aerially, but past Gay. Don't think he would have had time, really, to react to that unless it had gone straight at him. They will get 2 runs out to deep square, or just in front of. Blundell moves to 4. Now, Will, Sorry.
He's not really. He's not. I was going to say he's not really the size, is he? Oh, that would have needed to have hit him, I think, in order for it to. But he's not really the size to be a short square leg fielder. So I can only assume it's ritualistic hazing for him being in his first step.
It's a very good. Oh, hit him on the pad. Got to be out. It is. Blundell has gone. I mean, that just crept along the floor, didn't it? There's not a lot he can do. And the first wicket goes down. Tongue has got his second. They are going to review it. I'm not sure that there's much point.
Yeah, if you review it, you're out twice.
No, he's not reviewing it. He's had a little word. He's had a little word with Devon Conway. He says, "Sorry, mate, that was hitting about 3 inches, 3 inches up." He's just got squared up by that, hasn't he?
It's come down. It's come down the hill, hasn't it? And it's for all this talk about inconsistent bows. So that looked like it beat him for pace.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might say get onto the front foot there.
No, God, no.
But when you're doing it, when the ball is nibbling like that, you always struggle because you want to adjust. I'd like to see that again. I think there was a chance it was going down the leg side. In a sense, because he ended up sort of front on, it looked deader than it might have been. But anyway, he didn't review it. He's gone, and 5 minutes into the day, and England only need 4 more. Will, by the way, which of you guys is on socials?
I was going to ask that. I can be on socials. I think it might be
you, Will.
Will.
Very well.
Right.
In that case, we are joined by a Mr. D. Handjob of Melbourne, Leah, the Night Watchman of Barcelona. That's a really cool handle. I like. I'm the Night
Stuart Broad abroad?
No, he'd be the Night Hawk of Barcelona.
Yeah, that's true. Farong is here.
Hooray!
The Art Grover of Sheffield is here. Jonathan Shawland is here. Jessica Transmetal Alchemist is here. This is just a fantasy novel at this point.
Wow.
I love it. Who else? Pirate Badshaw's here. Lucky's here. Steve Bruce is here. And yeah,
I think with all those people, it's an Ocean's 11 film waiting to happen, isn't it? Really,
it very much is.
Glenn Phillips has come to the crease, and England require 4 wickets. New Zealand require 196. He's in. Oh, down the leg side. He just fended away at that as it, I think, came off his hip. Diving effort by Jamie Smith behind the stumps to haul that one out of the air. Couldn't get hold of it. 4 leg buys. Takes New Zealand on to 62 for 6. Well, I do hope that poor old Nick has come into the studio. I do hope that he's going to get his ball by ball session, and it's not all going to be over by 11:30. Otherwise,
at this rate, it really could be.
Well, it could be. Got Glenn Phillips, got Nathan Smith to come. He can bat a little bit. That one really flew away. Let's do Glenn Phillips and his jingle.
Feared by the bad, loved by the good. Glenn Phillips, Glenn Phillips, Glenn Phillips.
And that has encouraged that previous delivery, Ben Stokes, to put himself in at leg slip. He's also got a very short mid wicket, a sort of straight, silly mid on, if you like. So no genuine short leg. But they've got another leg by. I think that came off the hip, or it might have got a little bit of bat on it. They've got another single behind square, and Phillips will face the next over. So,
is your Hawkeye?
Here we go. It's hitting the leg stump about 3 or 4 inches from the top. So, nothing would have saved him there. Not even clipping. So it was always
nothing into leg.
I don't suppose there's any point in us opening the GPL today. I don't know if we've had any entrance over the last few days. Certainly didn't have any entrance on the first day.
Yeah, you would have had to have done well to get yesterday's tap.
Yeah, that would have been a tough one. Robinson will continue. Anyone else joined us after this ball? Will Robinson then 2 slips, bowling 2. Oh, Phillips is just short of Joe Root at first slip, diving to his left, took it on the half volley, really found the edge, and England have found a way of preventing New Zealand from getting away here, because I thought of it yesterday, nobody seemed to pick up on it until the end of the over, but when Jamie Smith stood up with Daryl Mitchell there and forced him back into the crease, and then he got the LBW decision, didn't he? Robinson in. Oh, wow, that's come back a hell of a long way. It's got an inside edge from Phillips, who's completely dumbfounded by that. He's laughing about it, and that's all he can do, because it came back about a foot. He was trying to force off the back foot, got an inside edge over the top of the stumps, down to fine leg for one of these.
Now my innings going, great guns, I hit the ball, 4 runs, I hit the ball and it went for 4 runs.
But I think New Zealand's, I don't know what you think, Al and Will, but my feeling on, when was it, Friday, when they came back out to bat again and Latham got out in that first over, was that they were going to try and play shots, because that was the only way they thought they could win it. Robinson in again, goes the other way this time, hangs the bat out, does Phillips, and is beaten, well taken by Jamie Smith. Yeah, I mean, it was a shot that you wouldn't associate with Latham, and he went after a ball that was very much on the up and on this sort of pitch, but it almost felt that if they threw the bat at it, it might clear, slips, backward point, gully, that sort of position. And
I think the length that England have bowled has encouraged the maximum variation out the pitch.
Oh, that is a great delivery, whether you're standing up or standing back. In fact, you're in more danger of not getting a wicket there, I would say, by standing up, because if he gets a thick enough edge, probably goes maybe off the glove of the wicketkeeper or between him. I mean, that's just done enough. And, well, Glenn Phillips probably wonders how he's surviving, but he is.
You know the way that we used to marvel at English batsmen in India with that look on their face of like, I don't know what's coming next, I can't pick it. Glenn Phillips has that same look now with this Ollie Robinson over. He just has no idea at the minute. No,
you don't blame him. 3 slips waiting, he plays off the back foot. He has some idea there, he's played that quite nicely. That might get its way to the boundary down the hill. Ben Stokes is chasing after it. He's looking a little bit stiff, old Stokesy. It's run away for a genuine boundary, I think we can say this time.
Yep.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
But I mean, it really makes things difficult when you do have to go back into your crease because you've got the wicket-keeper up on this sort of pitch. You're really a hostage to fortune. The ball is doing so much, you can edge it, you can...
Oh, that should be the title of your next book, Hendo.
Hostage to fortune?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'd like a fortune.
Amazing, I'd read that.
Oh, well, that's well taken by Jamie Smith. It's left alone this time by Glenn Phillips as it jumps a little bit. So a couple of boundaries off that over, but you wouldn't say that Robinson deserved that treatment. 2 for 26 from 11. Will, who else is with us, and what have they got to say for themselves?
So we've got Mutters, we've got Pirate, and everyone's sort of greeting each other. A particular favourite of mine that I've just seen, Lockie says, Vegemite makes us cruel, which out of context, I have no context to give you, and that's just, it's beautiful.
That is bizarre.
Steve Bruce says, I have a question for all. Would you say that since the inception of T20s over time, would you agree the quality of batsmen has regressed in terms of putting the price on your wickets?
Oh God, yes. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Tongue round the wicket, 2 slips waiting. Conway shoulders arms, lets that one pass relatively harmlessly through to the keeper. I don't know whether it's... I mean, obviously, we see some great hitting these days. We see great innovations, but we also see players who can't play the moving ball very well. I mean, it's not a case of of it being easy to play the moving ball. Most batsmen struggle with it, but it's about judging those balls. And what you don't actually go after. Tongue in, bowls, onto the back foot goes Conway. That's pouched to his left by Duckett at backward point. There is no run.
I think there's been a regression in strategic coaching. And by what I mean by that is that there appears to be the thought process of you're in a hole, so what we're going to do is dig deeper and faster.
Yes. Yes.
That's the bit that kind of annoys me.
Well, it's this notion that you can take the game back from somebody by playing that way. Tongue in again. Oh, he plays a rather loose drive at that one, but it's got away to the right of Bethel at Gully, the second of two, and run down to third man for one of these. Not sure if he'd been a sort of yard to his right whether that would have actually even carried. Oh, I think it probably would, actually, looking from behind, seeing that replay.
But just about a long way from his body.
Yeah, it wasn't a terrible shot, but it just had a bit of looseness about it, I think, and that's why it went in the air slightly. Didn't really commit to the shot, I wouldn't say. Tongue in again, short. Oh, is he gone? No, he's been dropped, I think. Yeah. He tried to guide it off the back foot over
Harry
slip.
Brook, I think.
Yeah, Harry Brook has parried it. Root has chased after it. He's slapping the ground. Is the younger of the two Yorkshiremen, but Conway has got away with it. He's got back for two. Have another look at this. Yeah, I mean, I think in the end he was trying to get his bat out of the way of it, and it just slid off the face, and probably should have been taken, that one, I think. And definitely should have been taken.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get the bat out of the way. There's no sense of a deliberate uppercut type shot there.
No, at the end he's just surprised by the bounce.
Yeah.
And he is trying to get the bat out of the way. Brook, you would expect to take a catch like that. Sharp, yeah, sharp.
Because it's come off the middle rather than the edge.
Onto the back foot goes Conway, defended to the offside as Bashir, and there is no run. Don't think we're going to see much of Shoaib Bashir. He might go through this game without bowling, although he did bat quite tidily in the first innings. A nice, was it 14? I think he got, yeah. So he has contributed, let's put it that way. But, yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Al. The strategy has been based on we have got to regain the upper hand, but sometimes you just can't, or you can't do it quickly. Tongue in, bowls. Oh, now that rises again. Just keeps on going up as it's on its way through to Jamie Smith. But he's got his bat well out of the way of that one. And it's the end of the over. Will?
Everyone's basically chipping in on that question. We have a super chat. It is the Earl Grover of Sheffield. He sends us a fiver and says, please observe mine and Eric's conversation for pure Yorkshire brevity. That twats.
Fair enough. We should say super chats, actually, because we're not going to make any money out of the GPL today because it's not going to last that long. But yeah, if you want to super chat us, you go to the top of the queue, as it were, as regards to your contributions on YouTube or other social media, mainly YouTube, because that's what we tend to stick with these days. Yeah, so get us a super chat in, and we'll play one of the jingles like this.
Super chat cash, super chat cash, super chat cash.
Ollie Robinson, 2 slips. Jamie Smith standing up. Nice half volley for Glenn Phillips, and he's put it away with some aplomb out to wide mid-off. And the runs are just beginning to flow a little bit. Anyone getting worried yet, England?
No.
It's a miracle you make it out of your duvet every morning, Hando. It really is.
It is. I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. It's gone now. You know how it is when you get older. Robinson in again. Bowls straight, defended square to Duckett on the offside. And there is no run. Yeah, I don't know about... He bowled a very good over, the last one, the second of the morning. His second of the morning, Robinson. It just doesn't quite seem to have the zip, though. Maybe just look a bit tired. I don't know. He hasn't really bowled that much, has he?
Well, you would hope not for someone who has had long-standing fitness concerns within the England setup. That you're going to be too tired to bowl well on day 4.
Here he is again, bowling to Phillips, just straying down the leg side, and he clips it away. Josh Tongue, I think it is, down at long leg, and they take a single. New Zealand have moved to 82 for 6, so they've actually added 27 runs this morning. In 19 minutes. Don't want to worry you, England fans, but it's a thought, isn't it? It's a thought. It is England. I wonder whether they've taken confidence, the New Zealanders, from last night's only single goal defeat to England in the World Cup warm-ups. Conway faces up to Robinson's back round the wicket. He's going to take an easy single as he jabs this past short leg. And
I thought it was very much an indication of how New Zealand want to play in the World Cup, which is
not losing heavily.
We do not want to be embarrassed. Try and pump the ball up to Chris Wood and see what he can do. But I thought it was considering don't get injured. The true wizards last night were Scotland, mighty Scotland.
Was it 4-0? I think
4-0 at half time.
Oh, 4-0 at half time.
Wow.
So what happened in the second half? They just all went off.
I think they all sat
on the edge of the area.
Sat and had fruity cocktails with umbrellas in them. No, 4-0 at half time, 4-0 at the end of the game.
2 slips and a gully down the leg side. Really good take by Jamie Smith, one-handed. Gets a round of applause from the members and others around the ground.
Do you think having Sarah Taylor in the setup is going to improve Jamie Smith's keeping? I hope so.
I bloody hope so, because she is basically the best keeper England's ever had.
Well, is she? I would have to say that Alan Knott, for me, is up there, and other people say Bob Taylor, but then you probably won't remember those very well.
No.
Anyway, no.
And I've seen a lot of Sarah Taylor keeping as well.
She is tremendous. Driven. Glorious shot from Phillips. England just going to have to think about this a little bit. Square, down the hill, and all the way. I think it's another of these. I tell you what, after that early burst, it's flattened. The pitch is flattened out.
Well, so the first moral victory for New Zealand is going to be Stokes removing an attacking fielder and trying to stem the flow of runs a little bit. But currently, with there being 4 men round the bat, you turn around and you go, get the ball more than 30 yards, and it's probably going to go for 4.
167 required, 87 for 6. The target is 254. This partnership now worth 29 from just 20 balls.
IPL type stuff.
It is. Makes you think. Anyway, Josh Tongue, it will be to continue. He's got 2 for 25 from 8 overs. Bowling from the pavilion end. Behind him, festooned in bacon and yellow ties, are the MCC Glitterati, pushed by Conway to past short leg. Mid-wicket has to move round. They take a single. That's just nicely keeping the total ticking over. He's gone to 28 now. Phillips has 18 from 13. And I guess England would quite like to see the back of him fairly soon.
Yeah.
Thank you. You've made your point. We've had a lovely time.
Thank you, Glenn. We've seen that you can play some shots. Can you now please get out? Well, he is a man who can score at a pace. That's the other thing, isn't it? If he gets his eye in. Tongue in. Oh, now that's gone along the ground. Well, I wouldn't say it's gone along the ground, but it certainly fooled Phillips in terms of how high he thought it would bounce. And he's in hysterics, is Phillips. Well, he can't stop laughing.
It's beaten him on the inside edge, hasn't it?
I think it has in the end. So as it moved back a little bit, oh goodness me!
But it's not even hit. If it hit the stump, it's not even halfway up, isn't it?
It's kept low. He's gone back to that. It's fair enough in going back to that. It's short of a length for sure.
Yeah. The look on every England fielder is, I'm glad I'm not batting.
yeah. Emilio Gay has he's really gone up in my estimation. I thought he batted very well.
Yeah.
Second innings particularly. Got a good ball both innings really. This one is defended off the back foot back to the bowler, who tries to do a bit of juggling by flicking it up with his boot, makes a mess of it, and there is no run. 88 for 6. Now curiously, when Phillips was playing through the offside in that last over, played a couple of nice shots, Smith had gone back from standing up, and I wonder whether that just gave him the opportunity. We didn't see any shots from the side on to tell whether he'd then moved back outside his crease. Tongue in again, bowls, defended, thinking about a single, but that's fielded by Robinson at extra or wideish mid-off. And there is no run again. I suppose Atkinson will be thinking about an over or two fairly soon.
Given the inconsistent bounce, I'd like to see Bashir turn his arm over for half an hour or so.
Yeah.
I can imagine that that there'll be quite a lot of foot movement to him, and they might try to take him on. Lovely shot from Phillips. That rose, but he played it right at the top of the bounce and then threaded it through the offside. Ben Stokes has done brilliantly to prevent them coming back for a third. He got there and he got the throw into the air very quickly, and that put doubt in the mind certainly of Devon Conway, who had been running to the danger end, but that turned what could have been 4 and possibly should have been 3 into 2.
He's absolutely robbed him of 2 runs there, hasn't it?
He really has.
Deserved 4 from the minute he played the shot.
Yeah, it was a lovely shot. It really was. It was very subtle and very delicate, which perhaps you don't associate with Glenn Phillips. He's moved on to 20 from 17, 90 for 6. And he's facing up to Josh Tongue with 2 slips waiting, and he's onto the front foot with this one. And certainly making batting look a lot easier than it did 10 or 15 minutes ago. End of the over, Tongue 2 for 28 from 9, Phillips 20, Conway 28. And New Zealand need 164, Will.
Al's getting some... we're all getting a bit of love, actually. But Al's getting particular love from Steve Bruce, saying he's one of the most underrated and most beloved gorillas. And...
Checks in the mail, Steve. Checks in the mail.
Yeah.
Is his name Steve Hodge? Steve Bruce Hodge.
Jay says we, the gorillas, are a bastion of masculinity.
We are.
Yes. Okay.
We're not toxic though.
No, definitely not. And Mr. D Handjob sends us a super chat. It's 10 Aussie dollars, and he says, "Fuck the IPL." Yes, really, really, fuck the IPL.
I'm not averse to that.
Super chat cash, super chat cash, super chat cash.
And while Mr. Handjob was indeed copulating with a particular short form game, Conway's been beaten on the outside edge by Ollie Robinson, who will now bowl his second ball round the wicket from the nursery end to the left-hander. 2 slips a leg gully, and he's back up to the stumps, certainly for Conway anyway, who jabs down on this, gets a thick inside edge. It'll go in the direction of long leg. Take another single. 91 for 6.
So how many more runs, Hendo, before you contemplate going and having a lie down in a dark room as England blow this? Would it have to get to like... Is it another 100 runs, or...?
I don't know. I mean, actually, it'd be fun if they get close, because it'll make it worth having come all the way over here. And I like New Zealand. I really, really do like New Zealand. And I love the way they play the game.
They are underrated, aren't they?
They're like you, Al. Ollie in to Phillips. Full defended stoutly on the front foot up to mid-off. Just getting a sense of there being less nibble at the moment. Certainly. Maybe they've been scrambling the seam, and maybe they need to concentrate on a more upright seam. I don't know. It's very difficult to tell without someone on TV doing a bit of analysing, because we can't sit here and look at it while commentating, look at replay after replay, unfortunately. In comes Robinson. This is pushed into the offside. Going through for a single. Conway didn't appear that interested, but saw Phillips racing towards him and thought, oh my God, what are you doing, man? I'd better run. And he does, and he gets there. 92 for 6. We'll have a change at the end of this over. I think Nick's coming in to do ball by ball, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it you, Al?
I think it might be me, and then Nick's following on.
Ah, right, okay.
But if it had reached like for 8 or for 9, I would have swapped with Nick to give him.
Oh, see, not only are you underrated, but you're possibly the most generous man.
You definitely are.
Yeah, but they're only 6 down, so screw him.
Yeah, screw him. Onto the leg stump, flicked by Conway. It was quite full, so he thought he might get some runs for that. But there are 2 men there, one at mid-wicket and one at mid-on. He couldn't pierce the field. Robinson's now gone for 38, 2 for 38. I don't know about... there was one over Robinson bowled to Phillips when he first came in, which was a cracker and probably deserved a wicket. I just felt he's looked a little bit lacklustre this morning. Don't know what other people think. In comes Robinson again. Oh, he kind of finds the edge, because once more Conway was trying to get his bat out of the way of that. And you feel that Conway gets himself into more trouble when he's trying to leave the ball than when he's trying to play it. Nick is coming in to take control of the middle chair. And,
Central missionary chair.
Yeah, we need to. He's going to be on the socials, so he's going to have to see.
I think might be worth checking if Mark is in the waiting room, Hendo.
Am I off now? I think I am, actually. Yeah, good point. Hang on.
Right. See you later.
See you later, Will. Hi, Nick. .92 for 6, New Zealand. Phillips 21, Conway 29. Tongue is going to bowl this next over. He's got figures of 2 for 28. Interesting back and forth. New Zealand trying to chip away at this target. On the hip of Phillips, played down to long leg, just be a single. You alright there, Nick? You all set up?
Good morning.
Good morning, Nick. How you doing?
Good, thank you. Good. I'm just trying to log in to the socials.
No, it's all right. You've got a whole 5 balls left to get yourself all settled in.
Okay then.
93 for 6. 161 more to win, but the more realistic equation is England taking those 4 wickets. Tongue in, full length delivery. Conway drives down the ground on drive, and that should be... oh no, thought that was going to go all the way to the sponge. Fielded in the deep, and I think they'll come back for 3. Robinson doing the work in the field. Probably not too happy about the idea of being able to get after a spell from the beginning of the day to chase a ball down to the boundary. What a good-looking shot there by Conway. But it's going to bring Phillips onto strike. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Tongue in over the wicket, and that is left alone by Phillips. Have you caught the morning's play so far, Mark?
I have. It's interesting to watch Glenn Phillips. He's because he's always one of these players who is a bit fearless, and you never quite know what he's going to do. So, yeah, that's been interesting. Conway has also been quite solid. So, let's see.
Yeah, just got to chip away at this.
Yeah.
96 for 6. So first target 100, and then if we can get the runs to win down to 2 digits, his tongue is in, and that one wide of the off stump but keeps very, very low. Phillips can do nothing with it, which puts him in the same bracket as every other cricketer who's ever lived. Couldn't be able to do anything with that. But I think not the fact that it bounced twice before it got to Jamie Smith. I think it was rolling on the ground by the time it got to Jamie Smith.
So Stuart Broad's been saying on the commentary how they should have been attacking. It's like, well, it's a bit hard on this wicket, really.
Yeah.
Do it,
yeah. That's, you know, if I need batting advice from Stuart Broad, I'd yeah. It's damning with faint praise. As in again, and this one again. Phillips shaking his head as he takes that away. Stokes has both arms raised like he just wants to check that it is LBW. You seem to get a good stride in Phillips. I don't think he might have been outside the line of off stump. He's it's going for a review just in time.
He's going to burn a review, is he? Okay, that's The
referee, the umpire wants to look through the square window, and we'll have a look.
Root doesn't seem to agree.
I always wonder about how many fielders does it take to make a decision. Oh dear me! It's come down the hill a massive amount. Sorry about me saying outside the line of off stump. It's nowhere near his bat,
and he's outside the line. He's outside. He's beyond the popping crease, and
yeah, it's hit the back leg. I can see middle stump, but maybe not leg stump. I think this is probably doing too much.
Wow,
and it is too much.
That's terrible.
But in review terms, that's a vast yawning chasm between leg stump and where the ball was going.
That's what Australians call a Tim Payne review.
None of that can be good. None of that can be good.
No. But I've been watching this weekend and I'm going, is this, am I back in Melbourne? Is this Boxing Day all over again?
I mean, for as much as we could talk about, conditions in June and all of that sort of stuff about losing time to rain, there's no excuse for a pitch like this.
No. It's just, it's the variable pitch, it's variable bounce, it's crazy.
Yeah. Phillips shaking his head as he goes to play this delivery, defends.
We were used to this sort of pitch in Melbourne in the early 80s. Yeah, and that was the variable bounce was and this is what, day 3 and a bit. And it's doing that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. That's the end of the over. It's 96 for 6. Nick, have you found your logins?
I think I'm there now. Yeah. Just looking down at some of the messages. Who is this Phillips bloke? Lockie 6. Some screwball. Jay Grubber, Lockie 6i. It's not the most proletariat commentary roster. And then Phillips didn't last one counselling session at Grange Hill. Reference to 80s TV shows.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Almost about my time. We're going to have a bowling change. We would have expected Atkinson, I think, to be maybe first change, but it is going to be Captain Fantastic.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Unless they're putting Atkinson at the other end.
Maybe a double change, maybe. But it's going to be Ben Stokes, who's going to bowl next. I was going to wonder whether Jamie Smith was going to stand up to Ben Stokes, but he isn't. 2 slips, 2 gullies, a leg slip. This one.
I did wonder what Mr. Key would think, Mr. Rob Key would think of that tactic of standing up at the stumps, considering his previous objection to such a tactic.
Well, he's not out there, so, you know.
No, it's just amusing when they did it. I'm thinking, okay, I remember. What did he say about this tactic 2 years ago? No, it's absolutely worked, and it was very, very successful. It's maybe not to Ben Stokes.
First ball defended to cover, and Stokes will come into Conway on 32. This one down the leg side. Now he's just clipped that, beaten leg slip, but there is a long leg down there. Bashir will do the fielding.
Yep.
What did Key say about standing up? He didn't like it.
He said it wasn't a good tactic. It wasn't work anywhere. He was very critical of it, bowling at 75 miles an hour and people standing up at the stumps. And so when Alex Carey was doing it last in the Ashes series, a lot of people quoted Mr. Key saying that. The media out here, it was everywhere.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? In the, I think it was at Brisbane with Nessa.
Yes.
You do need the staff to be able to do it. Stokes is into Phillips.
Exactly. Yep.
This one defended to mid-on. There'll be no run. 97 for 6.
And it certainly worked with Mitchell. It worked with Mitchell. It was genius. So as soon as he brought Mitchell back, it meant he could trap him. So it was a really good move. And that is a terrible kit. That is terrible. That green New Zealand training kit.
It looks like it's been put in the wash, and some of the colour is drained from something else.
Yes.
Stokes in again, full delivery, and this is defended. Defended towards mid-on and mid-wicket. There'll be no run. Stokes put his hands to the sky for reasons only known to Stokes, and will stay at 97 for 6. Phillips been very positive for his 22. Conway survived a full-blown chance to Harry Brook earlier on this morning.
Yeah. Surprised he dropped that, actually. It was usually pretty good.
2 balls left of this first Stokes over. Comes trundling in onto the leg stump and flicked off the hip, and there is literally no one past mid-wicket, and it'll run through that vast green space for 4, and that brings up the 100.
Yep. Nice from Glenn Phillips. Yep.
Lovely timing.
Is that one of these?
It is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the minute you don't have to worry about placement, so long as you time it okay. You know, there's only one fielder in 100 yards. 101 for 6. Last ball of this over. This one jags back towards Phillips off stump. He defends. He's on 26. Conway's on 33, and it's 101 for 6. Nick, what have we got?
Hey, Phillips has played well. Probably the kiss of death, but I mean, he's played well since he came in. So a few messages. Jay Grubber, £2. Not the Nick I expected. Thanks, Jay. Hang on a minute. Then he says, only messing, welcome. Daz Reynolds, what's this field for Stokes, please? Can't really see.
Well, there was 2 slips, 2 gullies, but there was only mid-wicket and mid-on the leg side field, which is why Phillips's 4 went quite so easily through. That as soon as it beat mid-wicket, there's only chasing from mid-wicket from back to the fence.
It's that classic attacking field that he's probably going to keep in for a while, you'd imagine.
Yeah. It is that double change that we talked about. It is going to be Atkinson to bowl his first of the morning. He goes around the wicket. Conway almost bunts the ball past mid-on. Bashir will eventually catch up to the ball. Should be 3. I think that'll be 3.
That's a nice shot. Yeah. So did Phillips come to England last time? He had the tests over there. I know of Phillips from.
I think so. All I remember from the last sort of big tour that New Zealand had over here was that I think it was Blundell and Mitchell that England couldn't get out. It was like everyone else was a bunny, and those two just seemed to make all the runs.
Yeah.
Under the classification of bad workman blames tools, Stokes is already working the umpire to get a different ball. We do not like this ball. This ball has taken all of its wickets. We desire another ball. So Phillips will face on 26 as Atkinson comes in over the wicket. Oh, and that one lifts sharply.
Yeah.
He shakes his hand as he takes it off the bat, but that was a nasty one, gents.
One ball's round.
That was,
your ankles, then next to your head.
Almost dangerous. That wicket is just almost dangerous. Phillips has been. Sorry.
Oh, go on.
I was just going to talk about Phillips. Phillips has been an interesting player in New Zealand because he's one of these people who makes the most of his abilities. I'll wait for this ball.
Atkinson in again. This one wide of the off stump, and Phillips is able to leave that alone.
Yeah, so he's been a one-day player, but he's based most of his abilities in gutsy innings, spinning, getting wickets as a spinner, all sorts of different. And also some of his fielding has been incredible.
He's a human highlight reel when it comes to his fielding. Because I love watching New Zealand tests in summer, and him just doing all those really gutsy things. So it's why it's interesting watching him now. No, his application's been brilliant so far, but this is a genuine play and miss. A bit pitched up a bit further from Atkinson, and that is an half attempted drive by Phillips. Goes past the outside edge.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about Phillips, isn't there? Some of the fielding, some of the catches in the 2020 World Cup, just amazing.
Oh yeah. But he's just one of those. But playing above his gifts, doing the best he can with what he's got, which is it's always encouraging when players can do that.
Scores 104 for 6 as Atkinson is in, but this one going down the leg side. Phillips can't take advantage. Fielded at square leg, no run.
Good addition of the cat.
This is Pepper.
Hello, Pepper.
Pepper's, Pepper. She's like, she's put out that there's a computer on my lap instead of her.
Does she like cricket?
No, Pepper doesn't like anything. No, she likes actually food and judging people. That's what Pepper's really good at, judging cats. Is that right, Pepper? Yes, very judgy cat.
It's a good skill.
It's underrated in humans as well. This one jags back in towards Phillips. Phillips just gets his bat down in time, survives on 26. That's the end of the 31st over. 104 for 6. Nick, have we got any more talk of judgy pets on YouTube?
I can't see it at the moment. Maybe we'll get some. G'day, Pepper, actually. Lockie 6. Pepper's mildly judging everybody, but in a good way. Jay Groves from Bronson. Free Charles Bronson.
Let's not.
Is he still alive?
Not entirely sure. I know the actor isn't.
Yeah, there's a couple of... yeah, the actor, that's a good point. What have we got? Jay Grubber from... That is one of the most intriguing things I've read for a while. Even though I have no prosaic content, it's put into my fantasy. And I've actually got to find what was written. Yes, the Merry Creek Mud.
That'll be the... that's a rabbit hole, potentially.
Okay.
Stokes comes in around the wicket. full defended by Conway, and there's no run. As we're seeing some analysis of where he's defended. To Stokes in the last over.
Solid work. Yes, Pepper's not moving, by the way. If you can see her, she's not moving. There's no way I'm moving her.
Yeah. Well, you're set for the day now, Mark. I hope you've got all the food and drink within arm's reach. Full, slightly low bounce from Stokes. Conway gets himself down in a crouching position and defends, and remains on 36. So we just had a little bit of a clamp down on the runs in the first half hour or so. Hendo was right to talk about the rate at which New Zealand were going, but it's just been brought back a touch. But New Zealand will be as happy as they can be with how the morning's gone so far. Yorker length delivery.
Ooh, nice ball.
Surprised Conway, but gets his bat down well in time. Fielded by the wider of the two gullies.
So the question is this a case of another case of the 30 over rule with the balls, that after 30 overs the balls become easy to play? I don't know if that's a Duke's ball thing, but certainly a Kookaburra thing.
It could be. I mean, the run, the target's now at 150 left in the day, as this one jags back in again. Keeps low. Conway.
That was interesting.
A shot that's not necessarily in any coaching manual, but highly effective in these circumstances.
Pete Conway. That's Pete Conway. He does that. So I'll just do things slightly differently.
Yeah. And this is, again, one of these highly... I mean, we're all for runs and blood and guts and thunder and sixes and fours anywhere, but do not underestimate the skill in Test match cricket of just hanging around.
Yep.
Stokes in, Conway again. Just bat slightly away from his body, but not trying to do anything other than just occupy time, occupy the crease. The runs will come.
Yep.
This is proper Test cricket, isn't it?
Yeah. As much, you cannot get a better atmosphere that will find out any sort of chinks in the armour. And like, Mark's been saying, Phillips is rising to the occasion, as has been his want in his career. This one just prodded out into the covers by Conway, and they'll take a single. Conway moves to 37, and we'll keep the strike. That's the end of that 32nd over. 105 for 6, needing 149 to win.
These guys must be at almost 50 now, I think. But on the socials, good day, Pepper. Cal Stevens, a bad case of lap fungus there. Provide it with food now.
No, she's already had the food. That's why she's here. But she will beg in about an hour. That's growl at us, sort of.
Growl at you in about an hour. All gorillas break.
Very low growl.
Slightly judgy growl.
Yes, that's it.
All gorillas break in the presence of cats. Ian White on a different subject. Hi lads, give Wakefield a shout, please.
Hello to Wakefield. Atkinson to bowl around the wicket. Onto the hip of Conway. Plays it, but only to square leg, where Gay will do the fielding, and there'll be no run. Any reason in particular why you should... all of Wakefield, or part?
Doesn't specify. Ian, please let us know if there's any part of Wakefield you'd like us to specifically shout.
or if there's someone you want us to diss in Wakefield. If there's I'd love to be part of someone's superhero villain origin story.
Well, I don't know.
Atkinson away. A late shot by Conway trying to play the ball behind square, fielded by the inner of the two gullies.
I was going to say, give us a Wakefield fact. I have no idea about Wakefield, so maybe something that is important to know about Wakefield.
Yeah. If you're part of the Wakefield Tourist Board, Yeah, furnish us with those Wakefield facts.
There's a prison there, isn't there? A famous prison.
Okay.
It's a bit sinister to go with that first of all, Nick. To be perfectly honest.
The first thing that came to my mind.
Atkinson again around the wicket. This one just giving a little bit of room outside Conway's off stump, and a little nibble by Conway as it goes through to the keeper.
Yeah. I'd like to point this out. My wife is from Milton Keynes, so Wakefield's got to be better than Milton Keynes. Seems to be a theme that runs. Anything's better than Milton Keynes, apparently.
Well, get that slogan on a poster. Wakefield, better than Milton Keynes.
Just looked something. Vic Reeves attended school in Wakefield.
That's all you need.
That's it.
105 for 6 as Atkinson comes in, defended just outside the off stump by Conway. Atkinson seems to be bowling slightly back of a length, whereas earlier on this morning, Robinson and Tongue very much trying to pitch the ball up to try and make the most out of maybe what the pitch can offer, but Atkinson seems to be not quite following the same model.
I think, well, it's been probably good to try out the runs. The attacking bowling was leaking quite a lot of runs.
Atkinson's got figures of 2 for 19. This is his 8th over. 2 balls left from it. Phillips on 26, Conway 37 and facing. And they've really rested the initiative back towards parity. As Nick and Mark have talked about, this is real proper test match cricket stuff as Atkinson now goes over the wicket rather than around and brings the stumps into play. Conway defends to mid-wicket, no run.
Not a bad idea, because sometimes I do wonder about the round the wicket tactic to left-handers and whether it gets overused at times. But so we'll see if this one works.
Yeah, sometimes just asking a slightly different question, hoping for a slight drop in mental intensity from either of these two batsmen. So this last ball keeps a little low. Conway defends well.
Nice, good defending.
Picked up by Atkinson. That'll be the end of the over, and it's 105 for 6. Nick,
some Wakefield chat coming through.
Yes,
yes,
that's what we like.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Sunday without chatting about Wakefield. Ian White, all of Wakefield, it's beautiful. Jay Glover, Yorkshire, lots of dodgy pubs. Got stabbed there.
Oh.
Also too lazy to be a supervillain. Some lovely churches, mind.
No one tells you about that. Being a supervillain, it just takes a lot of work. It just takes a lot of work.
Yep.
Eric, shout out for all the cons and screws watching from Her Majesty's Prison, Wakefield. Jago, Wakefield is more fun than Milton Keynes. That'd be an interesting thing to do.
Well, getting stabbed is more fun, I suppose.
Yeah. Not boring, is it?
There's a series of follow-on questions to every Jay Grover contribution. Stokes in. This one lifts a little bit on Phillips, just defends well, and that's a sharply taken single. Infielders maybe a little bit back on their heels, and it's this sort of just, trying to maybe just get the scoreboard moving again, but that was a pretty chanceless single. Phillips moves to 27. And the longer it takes, because there must have been an expectation, guys, that we only need a certain number of wickets. Let's get this done by lunchtime. I wouldn't get on. Yeah.
I thought it wouldn't get on, like half an hour. I thought, no, they'll get this 5 wickets in no time. Especially the first wicket, and I thought, well, but no.
No, it's been it's all been slanted New Zealand's way since then, as Stokes come around the wicket, but onto the leg side. Conway will flick that past square leg. Long chase by long leg. He cannot get there.
Okay.
And that will go all the way for one of these.
Seamless.
Only 3 fielders, and that's once it goes to Bashire's to his left, then it's all a bit forlorn after that. And that is, Nick, you were talking about the 50 partnership, and up it's come.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
52 these gents have put on together. That is defended just outside the off stump by Conway. With that 4, he's moved on to 41. Because we've only had 2 scores above 50 in the match. Isn't that right? We got Rook in the first innings and Gay in the second.
Yep.
Sun looks like it's come out. I wonder if that's making batting a little bit easier.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe an extra couple of degrees of warmth. Stokes around the wicket. And this one again, Conway looking to maybe play that wide of mid-on. Could only find the fielder.
Interesting.
As we see a breakdown of where England have pitched the ball. A third of the balls have been short, and I could probably tell you, 80% of that, 32% has been Atkinson's spell. Stokes barreling in, short pitch delivery, attempted hook shot by Conway, missed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Out of defensive mode there.
Well taken, going down his leg side by Smith. Oh, and a no ball. That's what you get for your extra effort. Oh, is he saying that's on height, or is that just a 1 for the over?
That's just 1 for the over, I think he's saying.
Yeah. No, it certainly wasn't. And no ball.
No.
We'll have that again.
Well over, yeah.
Was that a no ball for height, was it?
No,
it was a no ball from yeah.
For the front foot.
Yeah.
This is defended on the front foot by Conway. Scores moved on to 1-1-1 for all of you superstitious people out there. We're going to have a change at the end of this over. Nick, you're going to take over ball by ball. Will's going to come in and do the socials, and can you alert Hendo that he needs to be back on in 1 ball's time?
I can see him. He's alert.
Okay.
It'll be time for Pepper to say bye-bye then.
Well, we'll see Pepper. Yeah. We'll see Pepper in about half an hour's time.
Yes. That's if she deigns to be here. It's always about deigning to be here.
Yeah.
That's the way she works.
I mean, if it's convenient for her, then we'll make room for her company as and when. As this again, that squares Conway up, and has it been taken?
There we go. Yep.
England are celebrating.
They're all celebrating.
Conway hasn't moved a muscle. No. I must admit.
No.
England are celebrating. It looks like it's squared up Conway and been edged. Bethel may have taken the catch at the inner of the 2 gullies.
Yeah.
But it certainly looked like Conway is still at the crease.
Yeah.
Must be a little bit confused.
Okay. What's going on here? Yeah.
As we see, it does square him, takes a leading edge.
Did it carry?
It looked like a carry to me.
Yeah. I mean, I could totally understand wanting to
stay around, but that's definitely.
But it looks like there's fingers under the ball. But the footage we're seeing is from side on, and therefore not necessarily the footage you'd want. You'd want footage from a little bit more from behind the bowler's arm.
That's out.
Yeah. That's Conway's resistance finished with our last ball together.
There you go.
Wow. Nelson strikes.
We were just saying how well they were doing, and then this happens.
I think the fielder's going off.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
So, with that, our last ball together. Caught Bethel, bowled Stokes, 41, 111 for 7. Nick, it's all yours.
Well, thank you guys.
See you guys later.
See you later, Pepper.
Right.
It's been a pleasure.
Right.
I'll quickly just do some socials while Hendo gets settled in. Former New Zealand fast bowler Shane Bond's birthday today. Happy birthday, Shane. I'm sure he's listening. Jay Grubber, what the fuck is going on with Stokes' hair? Has he admitted defeat to the dark tide of baldness? There's no escape for anyone. And now Lockie's got a mental image of a bald Shane Warne. I'm not sure that's working, that microphone headset.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's been a
Good.
good half hour. That was a good half hour for New Zealand until the very last ball, really, just before drinks and Stokes.
Yeah.
Stokes strikes.
It's been pretty sort of. It's been quite entertaining, which is nice because it's been a bit of a whirlwind test, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, we were just saying that actually, a bit of proper kind of old school Test cricket, some solid defence, 50 partnership, dragging the game a bit on. But I mean, yeah, it's having some technical issues in the studio here. Not sure the headsets are working, but yeah, no, they were a good little comeback there for New Zealand. Unfortunately, right on the stroke of kind of midday, Conway gets squared up, and yeah, I think they're 1 for 7 now.
That's a good sign. I mean, Nelson strikes and all of that sort of thing. Tell Hendo to just project. If he's good enough with his diaphragm, he should be able to be heard.
He's working on it. So who's the new batsman? Is it Jameson?
No, he's too small to be Jameson, isn't it?
Is it Nathan Smith? Yeah. Jameson's about 11 foot, isn't he?
Yeah.
A recap of the morning, really. I suppose the very early wicket, and then we all thought it would could be a very early lunch and hit the golf course, and a bit of a comeback from the New Zealanders, and right on the stroke of drinks, it's another wicket. So 1 for 7. I think Phillips at the end of the over actually. So Phillips is going to be on strike, and he's facing Atkinson. So New Zealand need 143. England need 3 wickets.
I think it's still England's game, but nice that they're sort of making a bit of a game of it.
Yeah, no, I'd say it's definitely England's game. I mean, but yeah, they're dragging it out a bit, and maybe as the ball gets older, sun comes out, it gets a little bit easier to bat, but you still think with this pitch, like one ball's hitting you in the head and the next ball's hitting you on the ankles. It's hard. It's going to be hard for especially the lower order to cobble together the 143 that they need.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we'll see. So it's Phillips on strike. He's played well. He's got 27 and 35 balls. Just facing up to Atkinson. And he's behind it, pushing him to the offside for a single. To 112 for 7, and then bringing Smith on strike.
Let's see what Smith can do.
Did he get some runs in the first innings? I can't remember.
I mean, as much as anyone got runs, I think he was definitely one of the more successful Kiwis, but I'm just going to have a look at it.
Fairly low bar though, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of like, oh, well, yes, in terms of the game, he was more successful, but in reality...
Hear things.
I can hear.
Can you hear me? Yay!
You can.
Yay!
Welcome.
Thank you.
So second ball, accident. Smith's right behind it, pushing it up to mid-on, and there's no run.
Yeah, the bear had turned off a couple of the microphones because he was here on his own yesterday. And apparently they bleed noise, whatever that means. So what happened with that dismissal? Was it actually edge onto the pad or the thigh? Just looking at that replay.
I think he just squared him up a bit and it came off the edge.
That's what I thought initially, but just looking at that side on, I thought for a moment that he got an edge onto the thigh pad, but maybe not.
Here comes Atkinson, and it's squared off the outside edge all the way down to third man for 4. So
He got 15 in the first innings, Smith.
Well, England really needed that wicket because they were looking quite comfortable, really.
Yeah.
Incidentally, that decision of Devon Conway not to walk and stand there, I just get the feeling that the batsmen make it difficult for umpires now, or they make it difficult for fielders, because they know there's a chance with the view that you get from the camera that it might look questionable.
Oh, yes. Atkinson's in. Smith prods outside your stump, gets a thin outside edge straight to the Smith, and another one's gone.
Should be over soon.
Yeah, that's right. So
this is wrapping up.
I'm a loser. Yeah, I'm a loser, babe. I'm just a loser.
I don't think that did anything. I mean, all you can say is that perhaps because the ball would be coming down the hill, that Nathan Smith has played a tiny little bit inside it and then just edged it through.
you see I think he was just pushing outside off stump a bit, wasn't he?
But just I mean, look at the ball. It doesn't really nibble, I wouldn't say. But anyway, we're nearly there.
Right, socials time. Lucky, yes, I am building a fantasy on a scale of Lord of the Rings in my mind, but I will also read socials. I was just waiting for a break. Somebody says, who is it? Normality Taylor says, Guerrilla, I think your coverage would get you onto 5 Live. This is better than the radio commentary. It's true, it is better than the radio commentary, but that's because the radio commentary is shit.
Well, I mean, I did see the other day that TalkSport were putting up their hand to do radio commentary in the English summer as well. Yeah, so I don't know whether the BBC might battle to hold on to those, because basically I think the ECB was hinting that when it's next renewed, that they're looking at more options, which I think is it's kind of a bad thing.
You can't get rid of TMS.
The
world really has gone mad when we lose TMS. It's the last bastion of sanity. Anyway, Atkinson's into Jameson. First ball, it kind of jumps at him a little bit. He pushes it out on the leg side to kind of deep square leg and comes through for 1, but that bounced at him quite nastily.
Yeah, it was a little bit more whip in his delivery there. I thought Atkinson just fired up by having got that wicket.
Ooh. And look at it was a good ball, I think. It kind of came
it's in a good area, isn't it?
I mean,
I think he's just played a little inside it because of the slope.
Yeah. I'd like to say it got me out, but I just wouldn't have hit it.
or seen
it. Atkinson's in again. 3 for 25. Phillips pushes it out on the offside for a quick single. They come through. He moves to 29. 118 for 8 and the end of the over.
Will.
So now there's a bit of PMS chat. I think that to get it really, they need to get rid of Aggers. He's so outdated and he's just an arsehole, isn't he?
Say what you think.
What do you really think?
Yeah, that's the whole point of Guerrilla. We do say what we think.
Well, he said what he thought about me. He didn't like me at all when Dan was moving across. I think it was because I don't think it was anything to do with my commentary. I think it was because I had a Twitter handle which was Hendo TMS, as in Test Match Sofa. It never really occurred to me that it was TMS, and I think he he took umbrage at that.
He takes umbrage at everything.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
And he doesn't consider women's cricket to be cricket, which I think if you're the lead commentator on the BBC is a position you can't hold. And
well, he can hold it, but you can. I mean, you probably shouldn't be talking about it in that way. I mean, you could argue that he's being honest and open about it, but at the same time, it's a minefield, really.
Change of bowling here. Tongue's back on. He's bowling to Phillips. Comes in. Phillips gets behind it, pushes it onto the onside, and there's no run. So obviously, Stokes has taken the wicket and taken himself off.
Well, that's fairly
magnanimous.
Well, it is indeed, yeah. Brought Tongue back into the equation. But then again, that is something that Stokes sometimes does, isn't it? When you need a bit of inspiration, he's the man who provides it.
Yeah. And I guess Tongue's the fastest of the bowlers, isn't he? So just to try and blow away the tail.
Yeah, because of his sort of angle and because of the high arm that he's got, I think he tends to sort of... It's coming into your body the whole time, isn't it?
So Tongue comes in, it's pitched up. Phillips dies, nice looking drive, but it's straight to extra cover. I think Emilio Gay, with good hands there, makes no mistake, and there's no run.
It was a beautifully timed shot, wasn't it?
It was nice.
He's actually has timed the ball pretty well, Phillips, since he's been out there.
He could have made it look quite easy at times.
Yeah, I mean that's on the up, isn't it? I mean that's nowhere near a half volley.
It was, very nice shot. He's looking quite, again, probably getting the kiss of death here.
Yeah.
Quite good nick. Here comes Tongue in again to Phillips, and Phillips squeaks it out on the offside, out to deep point, and they come through for a single. So he moves to 30.
30, yeah.
119 for 8.
Jameson was he top scorer in the New Zealand first innings in the end? I think with 38.
I think he was. I remember hitting a few sixes.
He did. He hit a couple of sixes. I didn't see his innings, I have to say, or the main part of it.
He's a big fella, isn't he?
He's huge. I'm just wondering. It's a curious one. This man of the match for this particular game. I mean, Ollie Robinson,
isn't it?
But I always feel like I know batsmen tend to get man of the match more often. I'll come back to that.
And Tongue's in to Jameson, who comes forward, hits it, and the ball literally drops at his feet. I'm not sure it hit the bottom of the bat or what happened there. Stokes has got his hands on his head, looking incredulous. Jameson's laughing.
I think that was another one that kept really low, but because he's got such long arms, his bat was just able to get onto it. But I think it's coming down from a very... it is. It's right at the toe end, isn't it?
Literally,
yeah.
Jameson can see the funny side. His bat, I think, is just about intact. Yeah, more signs of this pitch. Was it day 3? No, day 4 now. I mean, it's just been up and down. Here comes Tongue into Jameson again. Jameson kind of stays a bit like kind of leg side of that, really. Just pushes it out to the offside. Not brilliantly convincing, but I guess he's probably slightly worried. What's going to happen with the ball next?
Yeah. Yes, I was going to say that. Generally, batsmen tend to dominate man of the match awards, but you kind of feel like a batsman on this wicket has who's done well. I mean, Emilio Gay, 57. Yeah. Harry Brook was a little bit lucky with his 50 in the first innings.
Here comes Tongue. So he bowls. Jameson again takes a bit leg side a bit, gets an inside edge, comes down past his pads to deep fine, and they come through for one. That's the end of the over. It's 120 for 8. Will,
we've got a super chat.
Yay!
It's the Earl Grover. He sends us £2 and says Agnew versus Lou were a one-sided intellectual fight.
That's a little bit harsh. It's a little bit harsh. I mean, Agnew's not a stupid bloke, and he did do the hard yards as a journalist, I think, which is a lot more than can be said for a few of those on TMS.
Yeah, true. I think he does need to shut up about his playing career now, though.
What do you mean? I still talk about my playing career.
Yeah, I know, but that's like you're amusing about it. He still thinks he's the dog's bollocks, and he's an old man who was mediocre even when he was in his 20s.
He was great hope at one point.
New over, Atkinson's in to Jameson outside of someone. He smashed it out for 4 on the offside. Good shot. Bit of width there. Let's find one of these.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary,
It's a bit of width and just throw your hands at it, isn't it?
Big long arms, big long back.
Big wingspan.
Okay, in comes Atkinson again to Jameson. Oof, okay, he's a bit pissed off, I think. It's a bowler bouncer.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you know.
That's good. That's fair enough.
Jameson ducks underneath it.
I mean, for a guy like Jameson, if he does get a genuine bouncer that's sort of coming towards his body, it's difficult for him to get out of the way because he is so tall.
A bit like Big Bird.
No one's bigger than Big Bird.
You're talking about Joel Garner?
Hands are, yeah. His hands are enormous. It's hilarious.
Atkinson's in again, and Jameson's fishing it outside of stump. Goes through to Smith, no edge, but not far away.
It's very consistently noticed from the speedometer that Atkinson is, certainly in this spell, he's been on 88 almost every ball. That's incredible consistency. That's one hell of a stock ball to have, isn't it? 88 miles an hour.
God, I wish my stock ball was still something like that.
8 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's about right.
Here comes Atkinson again. It was Jameson who plays it out to Stokes. It's 87 miles an hour, that one.
There you go. He spoiled the run.
But still, yeah, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, but I was going back to that point about whether, as a batsman in this particular game, whether you runs count double, perhaps. I think that's unlikely to happen, though. I mean, when you come back into Test cricket and take 3 wickets in your first over,
and that's it. And the people he got out right.
Yeah,
well, that changed the game really. For me, Atkinson's in bowling to.
It's got him.
Oh, Jameson, who's just basically chipped it to short mid wicket, and Ben Duckett's taken it and a good catch. So 9 down. Jameson's gone for 6. I think start the car, as David Lloyd might start saying.
Then he waddled away, waddle.
Yeah, and Atkinson's in sight of a 5 for here suddenly.
Yeah.
He likes Lords, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does indeed.
Good catch that from Duckett. Just literally chipped it to him at mid wicket.
Yeah. I think that's as a batsman you feel a bit peeved when you do that because it's a ball he should have played a bit
soft,
squarer. Yeah, it's a soft dismissal.
And you kind of expect to be able to clear Duckett.
I was thinking that I think the biggest man on their side has hit the ball to the smallest man on our side.
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, it looks like England are going to tidy this up well before lunch, and just a little worry, I suppose. They would have wondered what was going on when Phillips was together with Conway, and Phillips, of course, is still there, but he's only got who is it to come? Because Will O'Rourke.
It must be Will O'Rourke.
No, Will O'Rourke was night watchman and was out as night watchman, so I'm trying to think who the remaining bowler is. It's gone from my mind.
Who have they got?
So they've got Jameson. Oh, Matt Henry, and he's got his
he's not
dodgy back. Are they going to actually send him out there, or? I mean, it was only a spasm, wasn't it? I don't know whether that means
he bowled okay, didn't he, in the second half?
He bowled, yeah, but I don't think he was quite himself. But he's going to bat anyway.
He's out there now batting. He's got 1 ball to survive with this over. Atkinson's got 4 for. I think he's hoping just 1 ball. That's it. 5 for, and we can go home. So here he comes into Henry now. Bowls to him, and Henry jabs the bat down on it, pushes it out past the square leg umpire. They could have got a single, but they didn't. I think just to keep Phillips on strike, and it's the end of the over at 124 for 9. How are we doing on the socials?
Oh my god, we've got a huge super chat.
Wow.
20 quid from Dr. Science. He says 163 overs bowled, another 2-day test, in entertaining match though, and great coverage as always. See you in the second test. Are you leaving already, Dr. Science? But the denouement.
Yeah, it could go all the way yet.
Yeah, they could get this. Leah said, I never understood why they always called him Aggers and no one ever decided to really annoy him by calling him Spyro repeatedly.
Just talking of Gus Atkinson, he's got 25 wickets at Lords at an average of 9.88.
Wow. Pretty
incredible, really.
He's quite good, isn't he, Gus Atkinson?
Well, you know, he's good in English conditions for sure. I mean...
but no one was good in Australia,
no. This is true. It's hard to... Well, I think Archer did well, actually.
Yeah, at times.
In Australia. I think he was just hamstrung by what he had around him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, that didn't happen in the Ashes. Anyway, back to the real cricket. Phillips on strike to Tongue, coming in now. And it's on the off stump, so it's kind of pushes it out to deep point. I don't think they're going to take the single. Bashir comes in, picks it up.
I feel like we're going to go through it. Well, unless Phillips loses patience and decides to go after one, or one sneaks through beneath his bat. We're going to get a pretty dull little passage of play here, because England are scattering the field to all parts of the boundary edge.
Pretty much everyone's on the boundary now, just either he hits a 6 or he gets a single.
The thing is, you're not encouraging him he's not going to hit a 6, is he? I mean, it's a risk, hell of a risk, when you've got that many people on the boundary.
He's got 130 to get anyway. Tongue's coming in now, bowls it, hits Phillips on the pad, goes down to kind of deep fine. Again, no run, but he's at Hender's point, so just kind of not quite sure what's going to happen. I suppose trying to survive as long as he can, really.
I mean, you know that if you do bring the field up, he probably will play a few shots, but that's surely a better and more seamly way of getting the final wicket than waiting for the next 25 minutes and then finally someone loses patience or one slips through.
Yeah. Well, third ball of the over. Tongue's coming in now to Phillips again. And this one, Phillips.
What a shot!
He absolutely smashes it to deep point, and that's it's one of these.
With the super shatter, super shatter, super shatter, super shatter, super shatter, rocker, super shatter.
That's a real stand and deliver shot. That was glorious. I mean, there is a guy out there, and he's not far away, but he's hit it so well.
There's a couple of people, and he just threw his hands at it, didn't he? Absolutely smashed it.
Just a really well balanced shot as well.
Yeah.
He's played well.
He has played very well, Phillips.
So Tongue's in again to him now. And this one, Phillips edges it down to kind of deep third. I think Joe Root down there has made a very good save, actually. Bashir gets it back, and they think they run 2.
Yeah, they did. I think
they run 2 or 0.
No, they got. Oh, hang on, that's a good point. I don't think they did run in there. No, I was going to say Glenn Phillips is the kind of bloke who could have got back for 2 there. Yeah. Very quick between the wickets, but it did fly very quickly.
Off the outside edge, and then there's Joe Root just
What a start.
Still putting in the hard yards.
He's at a very fine third man, and then you've got almost like a fly slip, and then you've got Shoaib Bashir coming round from his right, who did completed the fielding, got the throw in.
Yeah, good bit of fielding actually.
Yeah.
They saved lots of runs. So the field's coming in now. The last couple of balls of the over. So kind of more traditional field really. I think there's 1 or 2 people out maybe on the leg side. If Phillips wants to try his chances arm now, here's the chance. So in comes Tongue to Phillips. And he bowls short, and I think Phillips hooks it, and I think it might have gone all the way.
It's certainly gone down to
certainly
final
4,
leg, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He took it on, didn't he? Why not?
He certainly took it on, and he belted it, basically.
I think, we're just waiting to get confirmation on that. Still not sure. I'm going to see it bouncing
now, and it's gone.
I think that's a 6, isn't it?
It's right on the boundary rope.
On the sponge.
It's one of these. I'll wait for the umpires to confirm it.
I think that's a 6.
That's a 6, isn't it?
Unless they've got a better... Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Phillips moves to 40 with that, and he has played lovely little innings here. Probably a little bit too late, but I mean, they're 134 for 9.
Is he going to try for the single? It's very difficult when you've got so many men on the single to actually manoeuvre it. He might just be tempted to see what he can get from the final ball.
So all the field are in now, pretty much, on coming off side and the leg side. In comes Tongue. Bowls it kind of wide outside of stump. I think it didn't really bounce. Phillips had a kind of swat at it. Didn't really get anywhere near it. It's the end of the over. 38 overs gone, 134 for 9. Any socials, Will? How are we doing?
Many a social. But they've decided to crash on me. Bugger. Hang on, I'm just reloading it. What's it saying? Okay. Leah says, Jay Grover, why didn't they stay with that on TMS then? Will's marching to Mordor, says Lockie. And Lockie also says to me, yes, but old geezers like TMS. True, but you're here, so you like us old geezers.
All right, it's time for a change. I think Messi should be coming in. Can you let Messi in on the?
How do you do that?
After this ball, Atkinson might need no more than one ball. He just takes a little step back, does Matt Henry, and guides it into the offside. If you do the next ball, I'll just let Messi in.
Just bear with us a little bit. The technical. It's got Hendo ball by ball, Messi and Mark summarising. Here they are.
Next ball is right up in the block hole. Well, quite close to it, dug out by Henry. We should have Messi and Mark. We've got the two Aussies coming in. Hey,
hello.
Great to welcome you to see an England victory. This is a marvellous thing. Two Aussies in Melbourne, suffering the indignity. You better start talking quickly because they may not have much time, guys.
This is the first ball of this match I've seen.
Say again?
So can you confirm all that I know of this match is that it was a shitty wicket, it rained a lot, and it's lucky it's lasted this long. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In comes Atkinson, turned away to mid-wicket by Henry, survives a third ball in a row. 134 for 9. Yes, Messi, how's your week been away from the limelight of Guerrilla Cricket?
Well, the highlight was actually having dinner with Mogg and Forthy and Russell on Wednesday night. We had a delightful time talking about all of you in very complimentary terms, I should add.
To be a fly on the wall, or to be, I don't know, a large huntsman spider on the wall. That might have been fun, just to hear you giving us all grief, I imagine.
Well, in honour of your diary of your tour of Australia in 2007, or whenever it was, Mogg had a Parmigiana as well.
Yeah, good to see. 3 slips in the gully, leg slip as well. Atkinson in, looking for a fifth. This one darts back, and Henry doesn't show any semblance of understanding what the ball has done there, and more or less just lets it hit his pad and run to the leg slip. Mark, you're in Melbourne as well, are you not?
I am. I'm playing with. No, I think I'll turn that off. No, I'm in Melbourne as well. My cat was here earlier. She's here now.
We expect that of Melbourne. We expect to see cats in various abodes. Atkinson in again. Once more, rather uncomfortably dug out by Henry to mid-on.
Well, it is rather cold here, so that's why the cats seek our laps.
Oh, indeed.
That's all we are, really. We're just, human. There's heaters.
It's true. It's funny because, it's been, you may know, there was a week-long heat wave over here, and it was in May.
We heard.
It was. Oh, it's horrendous, to be honest. This time of year in my flat, anyway. My poor little cat, who's 15, just disappeared under the bed for about that whole week, barely coming out. Sometimes you'd stick a bit of water under the bed. And now suddenly, of course, it's all windy and cold, and he's back out and enjoying life. This one again comes off the pad. Henry survives an over. It's a maiden from Atkinson, who has 4 for 30. And which of you two lucky guys is on the?
I am, and I've got 2 super chats for you.
Oh, you have. I'm going to have to move on to the other.
Both from the wonderful Jay Grover. Hello, Jay. He says, for £2, he says, Will is poetically dreadful at socials. And then he said, that's a bit unfair. He says, hooray, Messers, arrived a night out with Russ. We had a great night out. And as Mog says, Sudahu says, messy man of the match. And Mog says, damn right, it was a delightful time, Messy. Mog even was prepared to taxi me around Melbourne, which was particularly nice of him.
Excellent. In comes Tongue, bowls to Phillips, who jabs this away on the onside. And because England have got everyone back for the recognised batsman, takes some while for Ben Stokes to appear in camera from long on. But they don't take the run. Messi, you look like you've got no chair. You're sitting on a tiny little stool or something.
I'm lying in bed in a hotel room that doesn't have any chair.
You're in a bed. I think it's just
with a laptop on mine. Pissed.
I think that's probably just as well that we can only see your head then.
Yes.
Yeah. Here comes Tongue again. 2 for 44, bowling to Phillips, who drives powerfully on the up. Are they bothering to take a run? I think they thought about it and then decided against it. And Henry, who you might have considered was coming back for a second very quickly, was actually just getting back, having come down the wicket. Phillips is trying to explain to him the basis of what he's actually trying to accomplish out there. So I don't think that. To be fair, Glenn Phillips sold him down the river there because he'd come pretty much halfway himself, and then he says go back. That's a bit harsh. Trying to make the number 11 look a bit silly there. We're into the 40th over of the innings. I think someone just said 160 odd overs in this Test match. Well, incredible. Tongue again, full. Oh, hits him on the toe. He's still looking out over mid-wicket, is Glenn Phillips. He wanted to just pick that up nicely into the grandstand, but made no contact whatsoever. I'm imagining that we'll get a bit of... if England can't get this wicket in the next 20 minutes, we'll go into the lunch break, won't we? Unless it was until 1:15 anyway. I'm not 100% sure.
I thought they could extend the session if it was 9 wickets down.
Yes, I think they can. Yeah, that's what I'm basing that notion on.
Yeah.
So you're just going to bed, Messi, aren't you? It's that time of night. I thought you were just getting up outside your stump, and it was a big drive at that misses.
Jeez. So if you're talking about out and about in Melbourne, I was out and about going to a secret symphony event.
Oh, brilliant.
Thing the Melbourne Symphony does. They have this secret symphony you book, and then 2 days before they tell you where it is and what it is.
Right.
And it was the entire double bass section playing in a gallery where there were these heads hanging from these, not actual heads, but they were concrete heads hanging from the ceiling. That was the space. It was the contemporary art museum where they had these heads floating around, and you're watching these double bass players playing various pieces.
Just the double bassists?
Just the double basses.
So, did you know when you sort of applied for the Secret Symphony that you were only going to get the double bassists?
Nope.
You thought you were going to get a whole orchestra?
You always think you're going to get an ensemble, because they always have little ensembles.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, well, Roger would have been into that, wouldn't he, Roger McCann? Tongue in. Oh, that jumps a little bit. Beautifully played by Phillips. He just opens the face, guides it away. May not make the boundary. I think it will actually just about get there. Harry Brook was after it. And
very nice.
A very, very nice shot indeed.
Now my innings going. Great guns. I hit the ball. 4 runs. I hit the ball and it went for 4 runs.
I think of Glenn Phillips as more of a one-day player, don't we? But he's batted pretty well here.
He's in tests. He's had some gutsy innings. It's very useful. New Zealand have produced these very useful kind of all-roundery people. You think they're really test players?
Yeah,
but he's another one of those.
Definitely. I mean, I have seen him bowl in Test matches. I don't think he's a frontline spinner. I think he's one of those guys.
No, he's not. No.
I think he's one of those guys that almost picks up the wickets here and there, just out of confusion amongst the batsmen seeing him bowl.
There's more and more of those today.
Tongue bowls him a short one. He aims to pull it. Has he got a little edge through? Jamie Smith thinks so, but umpire Holdstock says no. England only have one review left. Still 1 ball to go. No, that was the final ball of the over, so he was trying to get away with the bouncer. Tongue, make sure that Phillips couldn't get up the other end, and he's achieved that much, even if he hasn't taken a wicket. Messi.
Will is protecting his poetic prowess. He says, I knew Messers was in next, so I wanted to show just how good he is by being shite. Mog says that I even offered Messi a lift before I knew about his dodgy knee, which indeed was true. Lockie6 says professional socials readers don't improve their radical, progressive, ageist, elder abuse or innocent old geezers.
What?
And Suda says Messi full on, paint me like one of your French girls. I borrowed the background from Forthy, of course, with the bookcase too.
Oh, that's not a real bookcase then. You fooled me.
No.
Atkinson in bowls to Henry, who just stands completely still. His feet are rooted to the position he starts in, and just waves the bat and manages to get it up to mid-on. We're looking at ultra edge for that. That attempted hook from Phillips, nowhere near. To be fair, and it wasn't actually reviewed in the end. So Henry has 5 balls. Can he see out these 5 balls? It's 20-1 English time. Atkinson in full, and this one is playing a little bit better again with minimal foot movement, playing from the crease. I'm not sure whether Henry always plays like this or whether it may have something to do with his back. I mean, he's not fluent, but he has got runs, hasn't he, Henry? So I think he is better than this. It doesn't seem to be moving his feet at all.
No, it's unusual. I didn't think he was as bad as Chris Martin. Looking a bit Chris Martin-esque out there.
I was watching a bit of old New Zealand England cricket yesterday with Chris Martin. It's nice to have the memories. Atkinson in. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him. It's all over. Messi can go to sleep. Henry is bowled. Atkinson has got a 4th fifer at Lords. And how many Test matches has he played? 3, which is quite extraordinary, really. He had 2 wickets, about half an hour ago, and suddenly he's picked up the 5. And England win by 115 runs. And after they were dismissed for 140 on the first day, we didn't necessarily see that coming, but it's been a bowler's game since, really. Well done to Glenn Phillips, who batted pretty well there this morning. Just put a smidgen of doubt into England minds. This was just straight. It was middle stump, and he was just late on it, wasn't it? I don't think he did a great deal. And that's that.
But it'll be interesting. The other tests, if the wickets are better, then we might see a good series. You never know.
Well, I think so. I mean, New Zealand must feel, having won the toss and put England into bat, then bowled them out for 140. They must have thought they were onto a winner, even allowing for the fact that England in English conditions like this. But I think England batted pretty well as well in the second innings. Maybe also New Zealand hampered a little bit because Matt Henry wasn't at his fittest, which put a little bit more of a burden. Not that any innings was particularly long, but England will be very, very happy with that. I mean, it certainly doesn't put to bed all the problems of the Ashes, but it starts the summer off well, and you have to say it didn't look like that at sort of 5 o'clock on Thursday, did it?
Yeah. What's the official Hendo rank pitch rating?
This is difficult. I haven't seen anything more, and I don't know whether other people have. I haven't really been paying attention to reports on the game. They tried this thing, didn't they, with putting sort of steam or under the covers to try and liven up the
steam.
Pitch.
Oh, right.
Yes, they use steam.
Yeah, and this was something that apparently this is done at the All England Club for the Wimbledon tennis. But I kind of Wimbledon tennis, it's a bit different from batting, isn't it? So, and we thought, well, it hadn't. I think the idea was to get a bit more life into the pitch, but we didn't think there was any in the first few overs on Thursday morning. But then once it started,
variability of bounce was the biggest thing, wasn't it?
Well, I think that. Yes. I mean, the movement is something that batsmen have got to do better with, isn't it? It's something that they've got to be able to, judge which balls, and you know how difficult it is because we've seen at least 3 batsmen out shouldering arms bowled in this Test match. But there's not much you can do when you see the dismissal of Jacob Bethel. Then you see the ball flying and hitting Ben Duckett on his thumb. That's impossible. In a club game, you would be upset that that your one innings of the weekend or of the week, you go out there and the first ball goes along the ground and then the next ball wraps you on the thumb. So although the pitch looks nice, it wasn't good.
Doesn't this break the record for the most numbers of bowls and LBWs in a Test match in England or something?
Oh, is that right? That's interesting.
I think there was some sort of stat was like there've never been as many. I think when I was doing my first stint, I think the record was equalled, and then I think so in terms of bowls and LBs in the one Test match, I think this might have some sort of record, which tells you something about the Test match.
It does because even in these days of attacking shots, you still don't get that many bowls, do you? I think it's
no.
You do get a lot more LBWs, I think, because of DRS. And hang on, I'll just hold one on a second. Messi, just do us some tweets if you can, just for a sec.
Yeah, there's quite a few around. Who and several others want to know why you're wearing a New Zealand training kit, Mark.
That wasn't a choice. Ironically, it's a New Zealand brand, so maybe that's actually that's why there's a similarity.
Right. Mog says, meanwhile, Afghanistan are 515 in response to India's fuck-off huge score in the Test match.
No surprise there.
Lockie6 says, so who is this Phillips bloke? Invisible Bob says, I love the elderly. Hendo is godly in his grumpiness. Aggers is just an ass. There you go.
Love the elderly. Elderly? I mean, I know I am going to live in Pensioner City soon, but I'm not actually allowed to take my state pension for another 4 years. So I'd like to be called as maybe senior in authority, but not in age. Thank you. If that's all right with you. Whereas Messi's a proper pensioner.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Mog says, well, I suppose a good time is better than a long time. Bye.
Oh, bye-bye. Thank you.
Yes. Jay says, Tarad, thanks. Fuck. No, England. No more shit wickets. Lockie Six says, now I can watch funny cat videos without guilt. You can actually watch funny cat videos without guilt at any time. I give you permission.
Yeah, I think that's...
and George McPherson is with us. He says, huzzah, the game is over. A lot of people will never understand why this was allowed to take place on a poor pitch. Farong says, not break until the 17th. Cheers.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a gap between this test and the next one, which is unusual in these days. I am a very worried man because on the basis that I hardly ever go to test matches these days, I have decided to go to the Oval for the New Zealand game, and I paid a lot more money than I wanted to. But I sat down with my mate John, and we thought we're getting on a bit. There may not be that many times we can go to test matches, so we thought, sod it.
Yeah.
Let's go out on a limb. So we got ourselves a nice padded chair behind the bowler's arm. And it's on the 4th day, which it probably won't reach.
Oh no!
Well, I suppose I get the money back, but as long as we don't get 26 overs.
With rain all day.
Well, I'm all right if it pisses down with rain for the first day and a bit. Then we should get a proper game of cricket on the 4th day. But you know what cricket's like. It constantly disappoints, doesn't it? So it wouldn't be surprising.
That is the difference. You are Bear. For you, cricket constantly disappoints. For him, cricket constantly surprises.
Well, that's because he's stupid. Let's be honest. He just doesn't learn. He just doesn't learn from all the negative things that happen in life.
Oh dear. Optimism is a wonderful thing, and
it's a crazy thing. Why would you be optimistic? I mean, let's be honest. Life is not meant to be. You're not meant to be optimistic, I don't think. Jay Grover has sent us one final.
Good on you,
one
Jay.
of these. I'll play you the long version actually because I quite like this. Go on.
YouTube comments were not getting a mention. Too many lonely folks needing some attention. You post your super chat and then you pay the price. These things we read for cash. These things we read for cash.
£2 from Jay. Thanks very much. You guys in Melbourne, what time is it there? About 11 o'clock?
It's nearly 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
The game between Carlton and Essendon has just finished, with Carlton winning by a whisker in a very poor game of football, and the Grand Prix is about to start shortly, and then I shall have some sleep. That's nothing fun.
I have to say, neither of those sports does very much for me. So I shall be going home and watching, hopefully, the French Open final at some point in the tennis.
That's on soon too.
Yeah, that'll be in about 2:30, something like that.
That's all go.
It's all go, isn't it? And talking of going, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go.
Right. Well, it was good just to have the opportunity to catch up with you before the 17th, and I'm sorry I missed the whole test match. But
well, it's never the same without you, Messi. You are the icon. No. I think you should have your. I think we should have your. Did I say this to you? I think your face should replace the gorilla on the logo.
No. I wouldn't want to usurp our star.
Be like one of those hanging heads from the double bassists we're playing to in the Melbourne Arts Centre.
That'd be worrying.
It would be. So thanks to you, Messi, for popping your head up out of the bed from under the covers. Thank you to Mark as well for contributing also from Melbourne. Hopefully we'll have you both in situ for test number 2. And also thanks to Will, who's joined us, Al Hopch, the most underrated man in Guerrilla Cricket history, according to someone, and also Nick for popping in. And at least he got a ball by ball stint. New Zealand managed to last long enough for that. But it's a good win for England. 115 runs, I think, in the end. A little bit of resistance from Glenn Phillips this morning, but nothing much else. Fifer for Gus Atkinson. We shall be back on the 17th, which is a Wednesday, I believe, in about 2 weeks' time. And until then, it's goodbye from all of us. Thank you very much for joining us. Do join us again. Bye-bye, Mark. Bye-bye, Messi.
Bye-bye.
And
bye bye Endo, bye bye Mark, bye bye everybody.
Good night, good night, or good morning, or good dawn, or good dusk. Bye bye.
Guerrilla Cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla Cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, Guerrilla Cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick Guerrilla Cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than red counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, Guerrilla Cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara.